What's up, friends? Talking about reason 3 why common reasons why women are failing in their long-term sustainable lifestyle change and their healthy habits, obtaining a healthier lifestyle. Today we're talking about mental and emotional burnout, specifically for women, specifically coming from somebody who lives in America. Guys, it is no secret that women have a lot on our shoulders and that we are all dealing with different scenarios, different circumstances, different resources, etc. Different starting points, where you're at currently, where you want to be in the long run, etc. I'm not going to pretend to know your exact situation, but I am going to claim to know that there are small, sustainable habits that each and every one of us can work on to achieve a healthier lifestyle. But today we're keying in on the mental and emotional aspect of things. If you have kids, multiple kids, one kid, if you don't have any kids, if you have a relationship issue, if you have a corporate issue, if you own your own business, etc. We have a lot on our plates. Grief, trauma, hurt in your life. There are so many different factors that could be keying into why you're feeling mentally and emotionally burnt out. And there are a lot of things that are out of your control. But I also want to remind you that there is a lot of things that are in our control. What are those things? What foods you decide to consume, the beverages, are you drinking alcohol, drugs, how you're spending your free time, are you spending your time with people that empower you, who are going to push you towards your goals, who want to see you win, and who don't secretly just want to drag you down to where they are at and keep you stuck. How much time are you spending on this phone that you're viewing this video on social media, watching TV, mindlessly scrolling, mindlessly comparing yourself to people who have totally different situations that you don't know the first thing about. You just see one picture or one video of their life. Because I want to remind you, social media, for the most part, is a highlight reel. I think that more is coming out to where we are talking about the real parts of our lives, which is amazing, but it's still just a little glimpse into somebody else's life. And I can encourage you, and if you're hurting now, if you have been hurting, or if you will hurt in the future, it's probably not the first time, and it's probably not going to be the last time. And I want to encourage you to look at where you're at mentally and emotionally, and the small little habits that are adding up to the big thing and the big feelings of feeling burnt out and saying this is too much, feeling anxious, depressed, all of the things. And I want to encourage you, if you are somebody who follows people in the fitness space and you have a goal in mind, that you can achieve it. But nothing changes if nothing changes. If you continue on with grabbing your phone first thing in the morning and ending your day with your phone, if you continue on with, I'll just go out to eat, or I'll eat cake for Susie's birthday at the corporate get together, the happy hour, I'll just sling back a few drinks, then here comes the weekend, and that means I'm drinking Saturday and Sunday, we're hungover on Monday, we'll hit our goals till Friday, and then repeat that process. Taking the weekends off every single week, that's going to add up, and you're not going to get the results that you're striving for if you're training all the same, but you're consuming alcohol, the sugars, the added calories. You can't out-train a poor diet. And a poor diet doesn't just affect us physically, guys, it's going to affect your internal too. The people that you're choosing to hang out with, are they depleting you? Do you feel drained when you're with them? Or are they encouraging you on that endeavor or that goal, or wanting to seek mentorship from somebody who might be out of your comfort zone? But surrounding yourself with people who are doing the dang thing might not be a bad idea, and considering taking a step back from those that are draining you. What I've learned recently going through postpartum myself is it really is an army that you feel like you're going to need to have behind you. But at the end of the day, guys, whether you're starting a new business, you're having a child, you're going through something really hard, a lot of us expect for people to just be standing behind us, patting us on the back, saying you can, blah, 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 blah. We see it on social media encouragement sometimes, but that's not our reality. Anybody that's completed something really hard, started a huge business, a brand, whatever it may be, a lot of them talk about don't listen to the talk, the little chitter chatter, because those are the same people that when you do the dang thing and you are achieving, you are succeeding, whatever that may look like for you, those same people will be the ones saying, oh, I knew you could do it the whole time. But on the mental and emotional aspect, we have to push through, and we have to look up at where we want to be, where we want to go, and how we're going to get ourselves there. We can't stay stuck. You can't stay stuck, friend. Because if you continue to sit and harbor and play victim and think about all that you don't have, resources, information, excuses, blah, 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 the more you continue to do that, you're just going to stay stuck. So how do we go from that place of feeling stuck and thinking about all the reasons we can't or shouldn't, and move ourselves into that framework of I can. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to achieve this. I have a ton of resources. I have an extra 15 minutes when I'm mindlessly scrolling, when I could be stretching, doing a mini workout, planning my meals, planning my to-do list on how I'm going to be successful for the day. Spending time in the Word if you're a person of faith like me, and getting that spiritual food that you're needing. Really evaluating those little gaps where you choose to mindlessly scroll, you choose to eat the processed food, where you choose to go out to eat or hang out with the friends that are drinking in their free time. So many different scenarios, guys. Spending that time with your kids, some intentional time, phone, no screen, and just looking at your child and celebrating for who they are and what they're doing on that day during that time. I really want to encourage you to evaluate those small things in your diet, your nutrition, your movement, intentional time with loved ones, planning out your workouts, strength training, ladies. It's so important to strength train and obtain muscle. There's so many resources if you have a smartphone that you're viewing this video on. YouTube, Google, ChatGPT, so many different options to look up healthy meals, to plan out your days a little bit more effectively. Again, as I stated in the beginning of this video, I am not going to pretend to know your exact situation. I don't expect you to do 0 to 100 overnight and make a big change. We talked about that in one of our reasons why women are failing the long-term sustainable lifestyle change, is that all or nothing mindset. So if you fail one day, if you fail at one thing, do not have the all or nothing and steep to that nothing of, well, if I can't do it perfectly and I didn't do it this time, then it's just not meant to be. I want to encourage you to go for the all mindset, even if I fail, even if I mess up on my diet, even if I only work out once this week, that's better than 0 times this week. Even if my kid is driving me nuts or my spouse is driving me nuts, I'm still going to get my movement in X amount of times this week, and I'm going to deliver. I'm going to show my discipline side of things. It's having that discipline mindset of, even if we're going to do the dang thing. And that might look different for every single person. Again, do not compare yourself to the woman that's working out 6 days a week, the college student who doesn't have any other things going on, and they're able to get to the gym and strength train 6 times a week. It might be twice a week for you starting out. It might be going for a walk a few times a week and getting intentional movement in. It might be staring at not staring at, but getting some vitamin D, being out in the sun, talking to another human being. If you work from home, there's so many different factors, so many different small habits. But nothing will change if you don't start thinking about the small, sustainable habits that you can implement. So what are some things that you can implement this week to better yourself in the long run, to better your emotional and mental well-being, guys? Really evaluate how much screen time you're getting. That is really an easy thing. For me, my son has been noticing my phone a little bit more and going swipey when he sees my phone and can get his hands on it. And that is an eye-opener to me to be a little bit more diligent on being on my phone when I'm around him. and teaching him that, hey, you don't have to worry about these things right now. Just worry about being a kid. So I want to encourage you, my friend, to think about small, sustainable habits that you can work on to help your mental and emotional well-being, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't have the all or nothing mindset. You can't be emotionally and mentally burnt out and not having the experience and taking the time to learn when to truly rest. But when it's time to get up off the couch, get up off your phone, get up away from those people that are dragging you down rather than propelling you forward, getting away from the food, the alcohol, the drugs, the relationships that are dragging you down, guys. And having the discipline to say no more. We're moving forward, we're moving upward this way. This is how I am. It might look crazy to some people. People are going to have a lot to say about that and a lot of chitter chatter, but your health is the most important thing. So what are some things that you can do to obtain that long-term sustainable lifestyle change this week?